Okay, it is 12/22 and this is 12/12/2013. CC here. Now I'm making this for all of you, Chief Golden Light Eagle, and the rest of you who have been putting information out on the internet that I know that you are my people. And what I mean by that is you are the children of those that were born in 1776, the spirit of 1776. Now, those people originally were colonists, and then they became state citizens. They created their states first. So you have an estate by virtue of your birth. Now, in order to be an estate citizen and be eligible for the office of president, you have to have both your parents have to be born here. Then you inherit. Now, all that text on the papers, all the way back from the beginning, Goldsmith notes all of them all the way back to the beginning. All of those text papers, those belong in a district that was created by it, and that's where all the taxes are, is on the paper. They had to make a tax to eliminate paper because they were just making more and more paper. You believed it was money. Okay, you believed that, but you did not understand the Constitution. You didn't understand it. And the Founding Fathers knew that it would be a while before you did. Their vision for America was that every single home would be a holy place, would be your sanctuary, would be your castle, and that you would be honorable with your arms. Now it's gone to extreme. Okay, we're all in the ark. Every single one of you is an ark. 2 by 2 by 2, all the animals, those are the alter egos, the personalities, the corporations, the businesses that your ancestors created, but they also paved the way, and they also sacrificed their lives so that you could inherit the promised land. You couldn't have God's money because you didn't understand the value of Israel money. Israel. Okay, real money. Not just real estate. You don't have an Israel estate until you have gold and silver coin that you are transacting in. Those are immutable laws of commerce. Those are God's laws. And Jesus said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, now you're going to cheat God? So I'm going to show you something here. This is my little wallet that I got at the Sunshine Creation Store up in Caliente. I love what she has in there. See, the Spirit always provides me the right things. Let me show you something else. This ring on my finger. See it? This one. Okay. The first time I ever got ripped off, all my stuff was gone. This ring was on the floor. See, Spirit gives me gifts. This Kachina ring. Dear friend gave that to me. Okay? In Chino Valley, Arizona. So the places where I've been and the places where my ancestors have been, and your ancestors too, every one of us. This is the time of the harvest. It's the Feast of the Tabernacles. Your body is a tabernacle. Now, you couldn't have all the Israel stuff because you kept thinking that a Federal Reserve note was money. Never was. You have to go read their act. I've been putting a lot of information out. Basically, the Lord told me to make movies because He said people don't understand the words coming out of my mouth. Now, I find that fascinating that we've had this document in front of us for over 200 years. These people. Citizens Rule Book. Citizens Rule Book. This has been in front of our eyes. Our teachers, our holy people, they've been teaching us about this, but nobody really understood it because they teach you one thing and then turn around and do another. Now I'm going to tell you something. I already have a probate case. I'm posting all stuff on the internet, making as much as I can public. And everybody's committing fraud, not just Obama. You know, you have to go back and read the Bible. Everything's in there. Now this is a treasury note. See that? It's got a blue seal. This 1935 issue. These are holy numbers on this note. This is issued by the Treasury Department. On the back, it doesn't say, "In God we trust," because this represents God's money. This represents Israel money. Okay? There's our eagle. This represents it. That's our pyramid. We're the eye at the top. We're supposed to know the difference. Okay? Corner, top stone, headstone. The headstone in your mound. Come on, you got a bunch of dead people underneath your feet you don't even know you have. Now, this is a Federal Reserve note, and on the back it says, "In God we trust." Now that's an abomination to God, because there's Obama's office that he's holding is secured by Hamid G whatever. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name because it's, I don't know. I don't want to. I have, you know, under protest, Article 1, Section 10, I stamped these for a long time on paper. Even the credit union banks, they don't even understand it. They don't, none of you do. It says it's a green seal. They want to green it up for you. This represents dead people. In that penny, this represents dead people. Okay, this is an abomination to George Washington. Because this doesn't represent a silver dollar. This is corporate paper. You put corporate people in the White House. You're the Antichrist yourself. So you have to forgive yourself because you didn't know. Everybody was under the Baby Act. I've tried to make it simple for everybody. Because now's the time. We've all worked very hard. Now, this is a 5 book. I'm not going to call them dollars because it's not a dollar. This is a 5 book. This has "In God We Trust" too. But see, this got Lincoln's face on it. Now he made an abomination of Lincoln. He put the railways in. Iron, baby, iron. This represents labor. This represents your rolling railroad stock. You have to revoke all that. Now, this one I have signed. Okay, I marked it up. I took pictures of them on the days. And besides that, all the eye in the sky, everybody's all upset about. They had to do what they had to do because they had to be able to document everything I'm doing. Now, this is Frank Enders. Okay, this is Frank Enders. And see, it's got a stamp and it's got a date on it from 1865. Okay, this is a Internal Revenue stamp. Okay, they had to tax everything that was fake. One of the first taxing laws was on oleomargarine because people were getting cheated. They were selling it and saying it was butter and they were coloring it yellow and people were getting sick. You didn't know what you were throwing in it. So all these, now here's another one. See, it's got an orange stamp on it. That's for the Orange Free State. You know, Prince of William. Okay, now we're all descendants of kings and queens. This is John Hunt Morgan. Friends of the family and his wife. Okay. All these people have worked hard. It's always been families against families. Now, this is Sam. I don't know if his last name's Gary, or Larry. Oh, boy. See, he's got a stamp on the back, too. Okay. I'm going to have these reassessed, revalued. Now, I've been asking for help. Everybody's standing. They're too scared to come near me. Here's another one stamp. This hard to tell if it's a little girl or a little boy because they all dressed him in dresses. That's the way the royalty did. Here's one. I think he's definitely a little boy. He's stamped on the back too. So see, you got all my ancestors in prison now. I'm going to be raising the dead. Now, this is my special guy right here. It's Charlie Webb. He helps me. Now, I'm telling you, these people on the other side all help me. Here's Bertie. Yeah, there's the bird. Yeah, General Bird. Now, this is the problem. You have been passing paper. All the laws are on the books for you to be contracting and transacting in lawful money, which in the Federal Reserve Act says that those papers were redeemable in lawful money. But you couldn't have the lawful money because it couldn't circulate because there were too many pieces of paper. And that's basically because nobody redeemed anything from the Revolutionary War either. They just kept playing the same paper game. And the Federal Reserve basically jumped in for the last 100 years because they were wise men that knew about the stars, knew about how God created everything. Now, the word God is a collective noun because there's a lot of people that made up your body. And it doesn't matter. You can say that you don't believe in God, or it doesn't matter. Some people don't want to use that word. That's fine. Turn around backwards. You're a dog, okay? You're a dog. Well, you want to be a dog. Is it your intent to be a good dog, to be a friendly dog, or to be a killer dog? Now, see, it's your intent that's important. But you are, and you cannot dispute this, a proven fact. You came from your mother and father. They came from their mother and father, and so on and so forth. Now, in 20 generations, there's 1,048,576 people involved in your existence. Any one of them hadn't been there, you wouldn't be here. So, you are a unique. You're a special plant. Now, a lot of your ancestors didn't have children, but they had businesses and they were all taxed because they didn't know the value of money either. They left it all for us. We are the holy children. Now, the senators and the congressmen, I don't believe they know. If they do know, they're not allowed to tell. These people are not allowed to tell. You were supposed to discover it for yourself. I'm just here to get everybody's eyes open because everybody's important. I don't have everything. I have a key that unlocks a door, honey. And I don't want to make any mistakes. I've been looking at all these forms because I'm going to file them for my grandpa. He didn't know. If he would have known, he would have redeemed it. He didn't buy any land because he saw what happened to his daddy, my great-grandpa. I worked on the railroad. As soon as he wanted to be part of the Union, the church kicked him out. So guess what he did? He started his own church. You can call it whatever you want. Call it a meeting, call it a club, call it a society. There's where you have your like-minded people. Because a universal law, see, there is going to be a one world order, but it's not going to be the way everybody's making you think. It's got to be according to one set of values and transaction. Couldn't happen before now. Couldn't happen. It doesn't matter. All their governments are crashing before their eyes. You have to have faith in God. God's in control of this. I've been asking for help. Nobody wants to help. Everyone wants to give me a hard time. Think I'm a cook. Think I'm a nut. I don't care. Because whatever you do to me, God sees it. God is always watching. Now, I have some hidden meanings. That's for those people who have elevated to a level where they can understand it. Because even though you have eyes, you haven't understood Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. And there's so many good laws on the books, incredible. I am willing to go help Congress. Now, my ancestors and my family members have done that in the past. Samuel Willard, for one, his clock's ticking away in there. They didn't realize. He came and helped them, showed how it worked. Your hands and the things that were created to be everlasting, set as a memorial for you to remember. Now, we want to remember. People have to quit killing. They got people in prison just so they could steal their body parts. And a lot of the people in prison shouldn't even be there. And there's people that are sitting in places that really ought to be in prison. But for the most part, You got holy men with the Star of David over their chest, and you got holy men with the American flag on their arm. You got them over there fighting for a constitution and a flag, and you're sending them to the grave. You're sending them to their grave. You're the Antichrist. You. All of you that participate with that Federal Reserve note. Now that you know the truth, you're going to start doing everything you can to turn that around. And there's laws on the books. First of all, if you would even 6096 in the code, Title 26, Section 6096, if you pledge that even one Federal Reserve note, doesn't matter where it goes to presidential, they're just telling you that's where it all goes. It's all sitting there waiting for you. You get to redeem it now. You get to redeem it, and the IRS is going to get to do a really wonderful job. But see, they don't even know what they're doing. None of them know what they're doing. There's only a few people that know, and they've been guiding me and been very patient with me. But I have to pray about everything that I do. Because first of all, what I do for all the people. I don't do it just for one person. I do it for all people. Now, Senator Reid, he has helped me in ways that he doesn't know. Basically, he's given us documents and access to documents that other senators and Congress people that we wrote letters to. I'm talking in regards to the native peoples now, the Western Shoshone and, Chief Joseph's gang, and they're all gangs, tribes, we're part of a tribe too. It's all in the Bible. It's going to be by your surname. Well, a tribe, you have a lot of surnames, because see, you think your genealogy is just your last name. Well, your mother had a name. She had a maiden name. Now, her mother had a maiden name. See, that's all hidden treasures you didn't even know you had. Now, see, this is a hat my daddy got on a safari that my brother took him to Kenya. Now, all my daddy's thoughts are in this hat. My daddy talks to me, and my ancestors talk to me. They talk to me through documents. They talk to me in ways that you